Hi, everybody. Welcome. Today, we are doing a strategizing or an on air coaching call. I've got three amazing clients that are going to be coming on in just a minute and asking me any questions they have about their business. So, welcome. If you're new to me, I'm Tracy. I'm the founder of the Foot Traffic Formula. I help small business owners get more customers through the door, whether that's virtual or physical. So, we're going to just jump right into this and get started. All right, Christina, coming to you. And Christina is our last one today. Hi, Christina.
Hey, Stacy.
I know it's like, which direction? Okay, Christina, tell everybody what your business is and then ask me your question.
Sure. So I am the owner of Showcase the World Travel, and we are a modern travel agency, and I'm dedicated to helping busy moms take the family vacation that they need without planning it all to their to-do lists.
Amazing. All right. So, Christina, what is your question for me today?
Sure. So I want to start with one thing that's been coming up a lot as I'm marketing is I didn't know that travel agents still existed. So how do I kind of educate the market that not only do travel agents still exist, they've taken on a different role than they have in the past, and that we're here.
Yeah. Because I could see that being a thing that somebody's like, a travel agent, you use a travel agent? Like, it does kind of seem like 1999 or something, right? So that's exactly though it. You just said it. You're going to have to educate that, yes, they're here, but they're way different in 2021 than they've ever been. And I would actually spin it of with COVID, they're way more needed. The amount of research, the amount of work, the amount of things that you don't even know exist. Like traveling in 2021 is a new game, right? Let me help you navigate it. Let me help you really, if you talked about pre-COVID, just planning a vacation, it was stressful enough. Now you have to know like what's even open. Are the restaurants open? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? Like, what are we going to experience when we're there? So I think that should be your messaging of like, it's almost like the travel agent is making a comeback in 2021 because of the crazy restrictions that you're going to have to know about when making and planning that next trip. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Something that's happened over the past few years is the transition from travel agent to travel advisor.
Okay.
And there's definitely like a big industry conversation about people don't know what a travel advisor is. So do you use that term that we are more now, or do we stick to the travel agent that people know and are comfortable with, even though the role has changed?
Okay. So I think that's a great question because you're right. Sometimes we want to be trendy, or really the word just has changed, but people don't know what that is. So it might not even, they might think of that and they're like, oh, like thinking it's for like something commercial or something for business or who knows, right? So I probably would go with the well-known name, right? For me, even like I teach funnels and sales funnels, and I don't lead with that a lot because not everybody knows they need it. So I say more things like driving traffic, generating leads. Once they're in, it's like, here's what you really need to have, right? So I think for you, I would probably say lead with agent. And then you could say, when you're writing up your landing page somewhere, you could say like, hi, I'm Christina and I'm a travel advisor. No, I did not say agent. I said advisor. Let me tell you what that is, right?
How that transitions.
And how it's different. Yeah. And then educate them there.
Okay, awesome.
That makes sense.
Another big industry conversation that has been happening more so within the last 9 months is to fee or not to fee. And I've definitely decided, I know we talked about it briefly that I was thinking about it, but I've definitely decided that I'm going to start charging fees.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that I have different options available, but I don't want it to be confusing, and I don't want it to be, I know you talk a lot about they see the one that they really, really want, and then they don't end up buying anything. So I want to make sure that I'm pricing things that it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That compensates me for my time, seeing I've, worked really hard the last 9 months to not make a penny.
Right.
And am compensated for quoting and cancellations and things that I wouldn't get paid commission on if they don't
do it. Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. So I do think you could have a couple different packages, right? Even like picking the locations, like where are we going? What should we be doing? What should we be considering, right? There could be like a pre-stage, and then it's like somebody who's come to you that already has it booked, right? So I'm going to Myrtle Beach, but I haven't done any planning. could you basically plan my 7-day trip, right? And then maybe there's something like that that you could be including too. And it would be like really educating them on, you might have grown up like winging it on these vacations, or mom doing all this crazy research, but maybe she was a stay-at-home mom. Like these days, a lot of us, we're working. We don't have time to be planning this as well, right? So I think you could be kind of gearing it towards that person who would love to say, I'm taking a trip. I need a break. Give us the most amazing experience in DC, or give us the most amazing experience at Disney. What would that look like?
So what I've kind of outlined is 4 different offers.
Okay.
2 are Disney focused and 2 are not Disney focused.
Okay.
So that kind of helps you decide.
Yep.
So I have kind of like a Disney DIY where I will send you recommendations. I will do your quoting for you if you book it with me, but you're not going to get your dining reservations made for you. You're not going to get your fast pass reservations made for you. You have the recommendations, but you don't have my time.
Yeah. It's more like DIY, a course on how to navigate this.
Exactly. And then doing a full service package where you're getting everything done. I'm checking daily if you don't get the reservations you want. And
well, and even just saying to them, like, this is what it includes, and I will be checking daily. And then somebody's like, oh, you'd have to check daily? Like, I don't have time to do that. Could you just do that for me? Thank you. Right. If you show them that, I think you will get they're very different people. Somebody's just like, no, we're going to save as much money as possible. So think about that. This is a cheaper package. The one over here, full service, they're like, please take care of it for me. I don't want any problems. Like, get this done, right? They will spend more. You got very different people. So I think it's good to have 2 different packages.
So I'm looking at $27 and $97 for that.
So $27 for the DIY. It's a scalable course. They get it once, they've got it. 20, and then 97 is custom. You're doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 27 for a little course like that, no brainer, right? And then, but it's your time one time, you're saying. You're not going to have to do something for them every time, or you are?
I would have to do something for them every time, but it would only take me, based on their profile, 15 minutes.
Okay. And you could eventually have somebody on your team be figuring that out so that they could be doing it too.
And I would still be getting commission on their booking.
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. It's not just $27. Right. Perfect. And there's an opportunity for upsells once they get in. So I'd be okay with that. Otherwise, I feel like it wouldn't maybe be worth your time to scale that, because it could be a ton. But if you're saying it's fast, you're going to do the work once, have it all ready to go, I think you're okay. And then 97, be very conscious of how much it takes of your time, right? The second it's just like, this is way too much work, this is not worth $100, right? Then it might not make sense. Now, if the $100 person is also getting you commissions and it's adding up, then it may make sense to add that on, right? Because now it's not just $100.
Yeah. So introducing it at the 97 and kind of seeing how it goes, what I'm getting in terms of bookings, because that's something we've talked about, that my booking numbers have changed. People aren't spending $10,000 on vacations anymore. So making
different time, right? We have to like just go with it. So no, I think that's a great place to start, and then just see what happens and see what you enjoy and what seems more scalable and more doable. You might find that the $27 offer is so easy and it's so scalable and everybody's saying yes to it that you're selling it like crazy. And you don't even want the $97 offer because you're like, nope, I don't check reservations for anybody anymore. Here's what you need to do it, right? Okay. You'll find out as you go.
And then the flip side of that is other destinations. So if you're booking a travel package, which would be a cruise, a guided tour, an all-inclusive, just something that's super easy for me, I quote it, it's done. I'm looking at 47 because it does take way more work for me than Disney.
Okay. So you're saying if I said to you, hey, I want to go on a cruise, and you came to me and just said, here are your options, here's what I'm thinking, and you were doing it that way, it would be $47 for me to get you to do all the research and figure it out?
Yes, and then give you tips and tricks along the way.
Oh, okay, cool.
Once you're booked.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're talking to somebody who doesn't have time, who would say to themselves, And I've done this before where I was like, I can do this. And I spent 20 minutes and I was so confused and didn't know where I should be going, what I should be doing, that if you would have said, listen, I'll do this for you, just pay me $50, I would have been like, what's your PayPal? Like, send me the link, right? So you're talking to a specific person. Do not forget that, right?
Yeah.
You're not talking to the stay-at-home mom who is like excited to look at this all day long, right? So
Like
think
me.
about that. Yeah, right. We're not talking to you. You're not the ideal person here. This person is like, I have other things to do. Like, this is not my zone of genius, right?
Yeah.
So you really have to usually people teach people who are just like them. You're not that girl. You're teaching somebody who's very different than you. So you're going to need as much market research as possible.
The people who don't pack 3 weeks in advance so that they can color coordinate.
Totally. Yeah. No, you're like the night before type of person who's freaking out that they don't even know what they should bring, right? Yes. So yeah, really think about that as you're starting to build this.
Awesome.
Cool.
So switching gears a little bit. So I've been spending the last months of non-travel, really focusing on marketing and growing my email list. I have my offers running, and I really want to start, now that people are starting to think about traveling again, doing a retargeting campaign. Okay. So I know that I need to start with market research with the people who have opted in but haven't bought anything. And I just, what's kind of your strategy around starting that?
Okay. So if you're talking retargeting. So they've already seen you, they know who you are. Now it's like bringing something back to them. Yeah. So the good news is you don't need to come up with a million different ideas to retarget. It's really like, what is the messaging we have to say? So even bringing up the kind of like that conversation of, like why you don't want to travel in 2021 without a travel agent, right? Why you need somebody, like it could be educational stuff like that. It could be, like what you want to find is, and I'm hoping they're out there for you, is articles on travel numbers starting to go up, people getting more comfortable, showing pictures. I saw a picture of Clearwater Beach 2 weeks ago, and I was like, holy cow, it looks like everybody's there, right? The more you can show people, oh, people are traveling. It is normal. Look at this airplane. It's totally full, right? The more you can put that back in people's minds, the more people are going to be like, okay, people are doing this. I can do this too, right? Again, you're talking to a very specific person who's okay with getting on an airplane or driving however far. But there clearly are people out there after I saw the Clearwater Beach photo. So I think you're fine. It's just finding those people and talking to them about like, let's get the trip on the books, right? People are back. Airplanes have literally said, they used to have like the middle seat gone. Middle seats are back open. Like they're full enough to get an entire full airplane to go, right? So these are things I'd be educating people on.
And that's something that I have to kind of shift my mindset on, because I'm in the Northeast where we're all still locked down and I'm not just serving the Northeast. So.
Yes. So just so you understand, for everybody listening, right? You are in a place that is so shut down, just like California, where it feels like the world is just crazy. Right now, my kids have been in school since August, every day, full school, Monday through Friday, no virtual. They had it 2 weeks, right? We're totally normal. My studio's totally open. We're going to dance every night. Like they're going to gymnastics this weekend. Like in my world, things, not that they're back to normal, but we're doing things, right? So for me, we're actually taking a vacation in February. We are getting on an airplane. We are going someplace. Like we feel comfortable to do that. So my point is, your person in Northeast, right, may not feel comfortable. California may not. Maybe they are, right? Maybe they want to get out. Who knows? But there are definitely people who are normal. If I can go to school, why can't I go to, other places too? So it's different in certain areas, but there's also different comfort levels. Not everybody in my area is doing the things that I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay. Where can people find you if they want a travel advisor? Where would they go?
Showcasetheworld.com.
Amazing. All right, Christina, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so, so much.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to be bringing you more of these. My goal is once a week is we're going to be bringing more and more of our clients on, giving them some coaching, but I know you guys got so much out of this as well. So thanks for listening, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.